It's been some time since we lost Lord Sun Tzu. Looking back on those days, I barely ever had time to catch my breath. I lost the leader I entrusted with my dream. And I didn't even have time to fall into despair about his death. But the flames of hope still burn within my heart. That dream hasn't completely disappeared yet. It is, and one that I wouldn't have held in the past. I've developed nerves of steel, a final parting gift from Lord Sun Tzu, perhaps. At some point, this dream of mine shifted into one I share with you, with everyone. That being said, if we're to actually realize this dream, we must begin by seeing the facts as they are. And with that, let's move to our topic of discussion today. Wu remains unstable. The work of those serving the kingdom is to reinforce its foundation. But the mountain of threats surrounding it cannot be ignored. Our citizens already have their hands full. Why don't we focus on what's outside our borders? I knew you'd understand. Then let's speak in earnest. More than anyone else, it's Cao Cao we must be wary of. If we don't take proper precautions, this kingdom will eventually be devoured. One plan would be to divide the land in two with Cao Cao and fiercely protect our territory. However, whether we do so through negotiation or by force, the first thing we'll need is allies. Capable ones who are able to contend with Cao Cao. Just as I thought. A friend with keen and discerning insight. How dependable. So, tell me about your experiences. I'd like to hear about the great warriors you have faced and befriended. This evening's Strategy Council meeting has only just begun.
I heard Lord Huang Gai raised objections against fighting the Shan Yue. He even had a bit of an argument with Lord Zhou Yu earlier. Why would he ever even think such a thing, let alone say it out loud?
Who knows? In my opinion, there was no reason to give up our chance to kill Huan Zu if we weren't even going to fight this battle on our own land. But Lord Huang Gai has long served the Sun clan. I don't think he would suggest such a thing based on emotion alone.
I really want to believe that, but there are many strange rumors going around about Lord Huang Gai. Some of them even go back to the days of Lord Sun Jian.
Rumors?
Yeah, like the one about how he isn't satisfied serving the House of Sun. Or the one about him being with Lord Sun Jian when he passed.
Lord Huqi, you would do well not to speak so carelessly. But if those rumors are really spreading among our ranks, I think it might be worth reporting them to Louis Meng and the others.
The people of Wu have spent a long time risking their lives to protect the innocent from Shan Yue's aggression. And after all that, they are suddenly told to treat them as equals. It is only natural that such strange rumors would spread among them.
That may be the case, but it doesn't mean Huang Gai intended to cause harm with his suggestion.
For my part, There is much in Huang Gai's plan regarding the Shanyue that I cannot agree with. But it is not prudent for everyone to fawn over the opinion of a single man. Someone must speak out as he did for there to be a proper discussion.
But won't letting these rumors spread among our ranks affect the morale of our soldiers? After all, we even had to give up our defeating Huanzu, only to find ourselves waiting around back in Wu.
What are your thoughts on the matter? We are all finding Lord Huang Gai's idea very difficult to accept.
Then we have no more to discuss. All that's left is to let Lord Sun Quan think of his own solution and bring it to us. We have a duty to offer our Lord our opinions so that he can make better judgments. If you still take issue with Huang Gai's stance, even after taking that into account, go and debate him one-on-one.
Right. I'm sure Lord Suan Chuen himself would prefer an open and honest approach in this situation.
There's been no end to the arguing, has there? You seem tired out by it as well.
The simple fact is that there are now many more people in Wu. It's inevitable that disagreements will arise. Debating what's right will not provide any answers, because what is right depends entirely upon each individual's beliefs. However, a ruler must possess the ability to unite those ideas about what is right into a single force. This has made things several degrees more difficult for Lord Sun Quan, and for us who assist him, compared to the days of Sun Ce's rule.
I know. I get worried sometimes. Worried that our kingdom might crumble from infighting. I believe in Chuen and every one of you, of course. It's just that we seem to have become so disunited. I wonder, what would Father and Soa have done?
The living cannot speak for the dead. But if one were to imagine what their approach would have been, they might not have done anything, and just watched.
Done nothing?
Sometimes, after a clash of opinions between many different people, a new solution to the problem becomes evident. That was something both Lord Sun Jian and Sun Ce knew well and appreciated. And that is why I don't feel concerned. In fact, Lord Sun Quan's approach may be even better at building a consensus than that of his predecessors. As one of Wu's strategists, it is my duty to believe in him, and also in myself, so that we may devise ways to win any battle.
My brothers have been truly lucky to have had you as their advisor, Zhou Yu. I know it is way past due, but please allow me to thank you.
You give me too much credit, Princess. I'm here because I chose to be by their side. Let's begin. Now then.
No.
Right.
Yes.
One guy, heading out.
Don't let me down now. There's still so much unrest in these lands. We cannot avert our eyes from the truth. We must also quell the rebellion. If we want to discover what kind of kingdom we should become.
The enemy officer has been defeated. An expeditious advance is essential to our cause. Let's go. Onward, everyone! We march at once! Let's go.
No matter how many times they knock us down, we will always rise again! For this very land is our foundation!
Kingdom cannot exist if we fail to win the hearts of the Shan Yu. The unification of the land cannot be achieved by force alone, after all. People of Shan Yu, please lay down your weapon. I wish for there to be no more bloodshed between us. I, Wang Gai, assure you that all your basic needs shall be met. The leader of U has also agreed to this arrangement. So,
This territory is ours.
And lower your head before us? You are as noble as they say, Lord Hongai. We will hear your offer.
Let's go.
some of them are still willing to listen to reason. I'll do everything I can to reach them.
Turn the table.
The enemy's strength is growing. We'll be swallowed up in their momentum soon enough.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Let's go. I see it. Turn the table. Tables turned. The enemy officer has been defeated. Let's go.
We are not giving up. Not here. We keep going.
You were going easy on me. So you're the Lord Huang Gai I've been hearing about.
I am your chieftain of the proud mountain people. Heed my plea. Wish to put an end to the war between your people and Wu. This is the extent of my influence.
This territory.
I haven't gained the trust of the other chieftains yet.
Reporting! Enemy forces are advancing on our position from the south!
I suppose we should consider ourselves lucky that we saw them coming. Very well. Prepare an ambush to strike them just as they arrive.
Bear witness to my power.
So,
The enemy officer.
Lord Huang Gai has convinced the Shan Yue's soldiers to leave. He has truly won their hearts. But his actions were reckless. I'll have to remind him to be more careful later.
The garrison seems to be drawing enemies towards it. We can pick them off here. Begin the advance.
We made it! Now it's our turn to join the fray! March forwards! Sacred protection!
The enemy officer
Ambush here
has been defeated.
Still, I cannot allow myself to be distracted from my task.
My power alone is insufficient for a comeback. No, this is bad. If someone doesn't get here fast, we're done for.
I appreciate the help. I see our bonds are as strong as they can be.
How am I getting cornered? Seriously?
Where did I go wrong? Things don't look too good.
I will be the light that guides you all. Always at the vanguard. I have to always strive to be the strongest.
You knew just when to come to my aid. I was never worried that you wouldn't. Not in the least.
Damn it! Our efforts weren't enough. So you've come. Sorry, but your help is needed here.
Take this!
Your strength is not enough.
They just don't make enemy officers like they used to.
We cannot go on then. I leave the rest in your hands.
Things are proceeding well.
You ready for
Keep it
this?
up.
They just don't make enemy officers
only grows
like
stronger.
they used to.
Let's go.
battle is more intense than I anticipated, but I will continue to fight without complaint.
Good. We made it in time. We'll ambush them right here.
Forgive me. I must retreat for now.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Take this! Charge! This land belongs to us! Bring down the intruders! One twin! Get an advancing! The enemy officer has been defeated.
Rush to our aid. Now is the time to strike. Men, move forward. Let's move!
The enemy officer has been defeated. Easy. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Let's go. Right where we want them. Go now. Attack. Make them wish they had never come here.
What? An ambush? They knew we were coming? Take this.
I know how to get the job done.
Take this.
Looks like I owe you one. Just for today, you'll have a reprieve from criticism.
That an officer? You must be kidding!
I see it. The opportunity.
All my might.
Take this. I've been waiting for this.
Here we go.
Tables to this territory. The enemy officer has been defeated. Let's go.
That an officer? You must be kidding! Shall we provide backup? Onward! To join our allies! Begin the advance!
We are not giving up. Not here. We keep going.
A little rash to be charging in alone for the sake of valor. Guess you want to die.
I appreciate the help. I see our bonds are as strong as they can be.
Your dog, prepare! Come through!
Let's go.
shall return after
been
reviewing
defeated.
my strategy.
The tide has turned in our favor. All forces advance on the enemy. This is our chance to cut through their ranks.
Let's go.
Forward march! The end of the rebellion is in sight. Everyone, keep fighting through to the end!
Mountain dwellers of old, do not perish in vain. Flee now. Leave the rest of this battle to me.
You ready for this?
It's become foggy here. March cautiously, everyone.
The loss of Sunsa has not deterred you from your quest to rule by force. So be it. I will eliminate another leader of Wu.
I've lost sight of the others. This fog is very strange. No good can come of this.
Fog has been a harbinger of misfortune throughout the Sun family's history. We need to do something.
There you are, Zuluan. You're hell-bent on standing in my way, aren't you? Then, you'd best be prepared to fight. This is our destiny as guardians of peace! You thought Sunsa would rise to greatness, but now he is dead. So why do you continue to fight for Wu? Are you merely clinging to the strongest leader you can, trading your free will for the right to oppress the weak? Is that the path you have chosen? You are no different from the vermin who destroyed our home! This my last... Why don't you remember? How can you? Do you mean to kill me, Zuluan? It would be a fitting end. But first, there's one thing I never could understand. After this, I will ask nothing more. So tell me, with the little conqueror slain, Wu has lost all of its heroes. Those left are no longer capable of heroism. They simply wield their strength as their lord commands. In spite of this, you follow the path of Wu. For what, and for whom, do you fight? So you believe that Sun Quan can unite the world in peace? Do you really think he has what it takes to achieve such a feat? We've always lived as dogs on the leash of tyranny, forced to partake in slaughter after slaughter for what is said to be some great cause. The screams of those who fell at our hands, the grief of the villagers. Surely even you have heard the pain we left in our wake. And yet, you still shamelessly cling to the powers that bind you. I have nothing left to say to you. Hurry up and kill me.
No, do not kill him.
Sun Quan,
It's just as you say. There are no heroes in Wu. I'll never be anywhere near as great as my father and brother. And on my own, I'd be lucky to be able to protect myself, let alone bring prosperity to an entire kingdom under my rule. However, I am not alone. I'm surrounded by people of wisdom and bravery, and I know that together, we can accomplish anything. This might seem like a ploy to win you over, but all who reside in our kingdom support each other as a family. And together, we will be a force for good, bringing peace to our world. That is my dream for the future of Wu.
You dare say such things after how brutally you crushed the Shan Yue. You are arrogant beyond redemption.
Yes, I suspected you might say as much. Bai Luan, was it? Just watch and you'll see. I will make every last member of the Shan Yue, and even you, into heroes who fight for peace.
You've allowed me into your leader's tent without restraints? What are you thinking? Hurry up and kill us. You needn't spare anyone. I would rather even our children be put to death than raised under the oppression of Wu.
Oppression? I do not intend to oppress anybody.
Even if that is true, you have defeated us and are trying to control us through force. That is a fact. There can be no lasting peace between your people and mine. We are too different to coexist in the same territory.
According to who? Is that meant to be self-evident? Or do you claim it based on historical precedent? Either way, that goes against my wishes.
Your wishes?
What I wish for is a kingdom where all those who live in Jiangdong respect and help one another. I do not intend to force anything upon the Shan Yue, so long as you do not point your blades at us. In fact, I want to learn from your wisdom. We do not know how to survive in the wilderness as you do.
How self-centered. You can speak of ideals all you like, but there are many whose anger will not be placated.
I am willing to bear the brunt of all their discontent. For all my other failings as a leader, I can at least do that. Let's end this strife between the Shan Yue and Wu. Starting today, we shall be one, living alongside and helping one another.
Your desire for peace appears to be genuine.
It is. And you should know that once I form an agreement, I ensure it is honored. There will be no chance to withdraw.
Not so weak-willed after all. Now, you have me curious about this Wu you dream of. But if you ever make another attempt to oppress us,
I am aware. I will do everything I can to maintain your trust.
In striving for peace, anyone from a lord to a peasant may be called a hero. He has forged alliances not only with his clan's bitter foes of old, the Shan Yue, but even with me. It's impressive, I admit. That's Sun Quan. He's an interesting man. More capable than I thought he might be, at least. He has not the bravery of Sun Qian or Sun Ce, but I see why you were drawn to him. When you decided to place your faith in the hero of the Sun clan, I thought for sure you were mistaken. But in spite of everything you forgot, I suppose your memories of Juha were enough to guide you down the right path. Don't be ridiculous. Have you forgotten who killed your chosen hero? Zuluan, you must use your unique skills to help your lord and save all those who are suffering amidst the chaos. If Sun Quan ever errs in his ways, correct them. If you fail to do so, I shall do my duty as a guardian of peace and punish you both. I will not walk alongside you. After all, is it not the role of a guardian of peace to keep watch over the powerful from the shadows and ensure that they do not go astray?
Those who have been long divided must unite, while those who have been long united must diverge. Thus has it always been for empires and their people alike. Guardian of peace, the time has come to part ways. One will champion heroes, striving to bring peace to the world. The other will lurk in the shadows, keeping the heroes true to their path. That is the new way of the Guardians of Peace. And thus shall our purpose be fulfilled. This is the last time I appear before you. Yes, farewell. Zuluan, you must go now. Let your eyes guide you along your true path and carry all that has been entrusted to you.
Well.
I hear many of the Shan Yue have surrendered to Wu, and it appears things have remained peaceful.
Surprising, given how deep their animosity was. Is this a testament to Lord Sun Quan's skills, or...
He only agreed to peace because, in a fit of temper, I suggested I'd have no part in a war against them.
You call that a fit? But looking back on Lord Sun Quan's words, I feel that this may have been the right choice.
Hold on, there's one thing I need to say before we end the conversation.
Huang Gai, don't you think you've been stealing all the attention lately?
That may be so, but it seems that this time I've stood out in a negative way. My words and actions have created a rift in the kingdom, and I must accept responsibility for that. Even so, I don't intend to stop voicing my opinions, because that type of open discussion is what we should strive to achieve in Wu. If for some reason my voice is ever silenced, then...
Hey, stop with that nonsense, Huang Gai. Remember, what must you do above all else? Lord Sun Quan has entrusted you with governing Shanyue. That's a major task you ought to focus on.
Right. Stop being so gloomy about everything, or you'll make Zhou Yu irritable again. Although, I suppose I can't talk. I've been pretty negative myself.
You're right. I have duties I ought to be focusing on before anything else.
We'll get to see Lord Sun Tzu again, right, Mom? Yes, I'm sure.